And hello, welcome to the Owatonna Today Show. It's Friday. I'm Shelley Whitehead. We're so glad you joined us today. And as usual, we want to really thank those people who have made this show possible. We want to start off with our premier supporters, the City of Owatonna, Express Employment Professionals, Mayo Clinic Health Systems of Owatonna, the Owatonna Public Utilities, Safe and Drug-Free Coalition of Steele County. Then we want to thank our primary sponsors. These people have really done a lot to keep us on the air throughout the years. Amy Swain Hearing Centers, Little Theater of Owatonna, Owatonna Care Center, and the Steele County Historical Society. Of course, we do have our interlude sponsors. That includes Abraham Consulting Technologies, A+ Sew and Vac, Brenda Bednar Mortgage, Glenn Meager and Tim Thomas of the Brick Meager Funeral Home and Medford Funeral Home, Brookdale Senior Living, Sterling House and Clare Bridge of Owatonna, Carlson Branstad and Company CPAs, ERA Gillespie Real Estate, Fairview Animal Medical Center, Horizon Eye Care Professionals, Clancher and Son Landscaping and Concrete, Napa Auto Service, Owatonna Business Incubator, Pizza Ranch of Owatonna, Profinium Financial, R&K Electric, Snap Fitness, the Third Hand Inc. Video Productions, last but not least, TPS Insurance. Each one of these companies and organizations have helped us keep us on the air, giving you information you need just to make Owatonna a little bit more interesting and know what's going on in your community. So thank you, and please make sure you support these institutions. Stop by, say hi, tell them you saw us on the Owatonna Today Show. Also, if you would like to support our show, we are always looking for more people who are willing to step up and help us make this show the best it can be. You can contact Leanne at 390-5751. Also, if you're just at home and you like what you see and you say, hey, I'd like to keep that show, we will also take private contributions as well. What you can do is mail those to Owatonna Today, 1130 North Elm Avenue in Owatonna, 55060. We'd love to have you become a part of the team that is Owatonna Today. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, where you too can win a pair of Renaissance tickets. So give us a like on Facebook and we'll have that drawing on Wednesday right after Labor Day. We'll be back in just a moment with some of our great guests. You're going to enjoy this, so stick around.
Hello, I'm Shawn McNulty with Brookdale Senior Living, Sterling House and Clare Bridge, and we're a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
I needed more than just another dead-end job. I wanted a career, so I expressed myself.
With the kids off to college, I decided it was time for me to go back to work and express myself.
Express got me in touch with some really great companies. Now, I'm on my way to a great career.
Express Employment Professionals is in contact with thousands of companies in need of quality employees. Come in now and get the job you deserve.
Express yourself today.
Hi, I'm Dr. Beth Giltfett of Horizon Eye Care Professionals. Eye care you can trust. We're proud supporters of Owatonna Today.
And we're back with the Owatonna Today Show. I'm Shelley Whitehead. We do have great guests for you today. First of all, we're going to be talking with Mike Beckman, and we have also with us Peng Olson. They're going to talk to us about the Sports and Wellness Initiative here in Steele County. And then we're also going to have a little interview a bit later about the SCAT bus route and some great changes with that. But first, welcome Peng and welcome Mike. Thanks so much for being here today with us.
Thanks for having us.
Now, if it's okay, I know Peng, you've been with us before.
Yes.
But Mike, this is the first time for you. So we're going to have our viewers talk to you a little bit about yourself, what you do here in Owatonna, and then we'll talk about the initiative. So go ahead, Peng.
I've lived here since 1993. I moved here with my husband. He is an administrator in the school district, and I work at Federated Insurance Companies as a business continuity manager. I've been with Federated for several years now, and we have 3 children, ages 19, 17, and 13.
So you're a busy lady.
A little bit, but I like to stay busy. So
Good,
yeah.
Very good. Mike, tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Mike Beckman, and I've been in town since about 1996
Okay.
also. My wife Sheila and I have been married for 20 years. I have 2 daughters, 16 and 13, and I also work at Federated Insurance.
Okay, good. Well, I want to talk about the Steele County Sports and Wellness Initiative. That's a very long title.
It is.
So if you don't mind, Peng, tell us a little bit, what is that? What is the initiative?
Well, we are a grassroots group of citizens that are seeking to explore the community's opinion on the topic regarding the need for a community sports facility and or wellness facility in the community. We are truly grassroots in the sense that the folks involved with our committee don't necessarily have an allegiance to any organization in terms of what they represent, or I have some experience working in terms of grassroots in the past, having worked on the Community Aquatic Center facility. It's very important to be grassroots, I think, because we don't want misrepresentation in our committee, at least from the get-go, and it helps us to establish some credibility as we move forward.
Well, and grassroots meaning you local people. You don't have an outside organization coming in trying to force a viewpoint or a product on the community. You really want the community to say what they need. And you were talking a little bit earlier, Mike, about some of the needs that have been seen in the community and why this project was begun, even from the beginning, why they started this project. Could you talk a little bit about that?
Oh, sure, absolutely. Just some background on what kind of dragged me into this. I'm the Owatonna Basketball Association scheduler.
Okay.
So, and I was kind of naive when I went into the job with the association because I didn't realize how compact the schedule really was. And I started to learn a lot about that as I got into the job. In fact, it was to the point where I was spending 10 to 15 hours a week of my own time between November and March just trying to make it all work. Now, if you look at who's all needing these gyms, and it's this huge list of people, there's great people in charge of scheduling and running these associations, but we're all facing the same problem about running out of space inside the gymnasiums. So how I came involved is I finally got tired of complaining. And that's how a lot of these kind of things start. It's when you realize that we can complain and complain, but honestly, we just need to take a step back and look at what everybody's issues are. And that's been the interesting part about our study, or as we're gearing up for the study, is that there's so many different organizations that really have a want or a need for additional facilities.
Peng, tell us about the study that's coming up. What exactly is behind this? Because I think it's hard. You know, you have your own needs, you have your family needs, you have your friends' needs, but how do you know what a whole community needs? So talk a bit about that.
Well, you know, I think right away we recognize that we need to do a study to begin with. And the process you go about implementing is really identifying who needs to be able to voice their opinion. And as far as we're concerned, we want to hear any and all opinions from the community as a whole. So we will go about reaching out to various stakeholders in the community, business leaders, small business managers or business owners. We will obviously want the input of the school district as well as the City Parks and Recs Department. We'll be reaching out to any and all individuals in the community, perhaps through community stakeholder or just community forums where any folks can attend those to give us their feedback. It's very important for us to gather the community's opinion on this topic because there are a lot of different needs, and obviously I don't think we're going to meet all of those needs, but we're going to need to surround what they are and then go from there to determine what makes most sense for the community.
Well, and let's talk about specifics a little bit, Mike. What needs are we talking about? It's kind of right now we're talking very generic, but do you have an idea of where you'd like to see this project go? What is the emphasis? What are you looking towards creating?
Well, as you notice from our title of Sports and Wellness, just two major pieces we see. I spoke a little bit about the sports earlier in my comments, but for the wellness side, I'll just tell a personal story because I think it helps a little bit. For instance, the pastor at my church is getting a knee replacement. Okay, he's going to need to rehabilitate that knee in order to get back on his feet and back to church. Okay, he has a couple options. He's going to be able to go to West Hills at the pool, which is typically what happens, or go from 6 to 7 in the morning at the junior high. Now, one of the things we're worried about is what's the end life of those facilities. Those things need to be talked about because if let's say West Hills were to become a pool that could not be maintained anymore, where exactly would people go? And we're thinking long term here. We're thinking about planning. We're not sitting here today saying we absolutely need to have this today. We're saying let's think about this logically, put a plan together, establish what what our needs are now and going forward.
So should West Hills, for whatever reason, disappear, what kind of impact would that have on the community, their health and their wellness? Because you're looking at not just making it a place for people to gather, but actually improve the community through sports and wellness, that kind of thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you're starting off with this, the study that's going to be happening. When will that be taking place?
Well, first things first.
Okay,
we need to raise monies
Okay.
to actually go out and hire those professional services for that study. We're looking to raise between $18,000 and $22,000. We've already had a professional group in. We've done some interviewing of that group. We've also done some reference checking on them. And if all goes as we would like it to go, we would implement that study, the process itself, sometime this fall, and carry that through the early winter months. Because it's going to take roughly 3 to 4 months to gather all that input and then massage it into some sort of summary and hopefully an optimistic recommendation.
Okay, so looking to fundraise, because of course you're not going to pay for this yourself.
No, we're going to look to our community.
Well, because again, we're looking for a Steele County wellness. You want everyone to. So if someone's interested in saying, I want to know what our community can use and need, and I'd like to help give money towards that, how can they do that? How can they invest in this project?
Well, we have partnered with the Owatonna Chamber Foundation. They recognize the value of this endeavor, and folks can certainly write a check, send it into the Owatonna Chamber Foundation. It's a tax-deductible donation, and then that funding itself will go toward compensation for that study.
Good. And Mike, tell me a little bit about, as people are moving forward, they may have some ideas now, or they may have some comments now, maybe they're not very excited about this project because they may be learning about it for the first time today.
That matters too.
Exactly. So how can they get a hold of someone to maybe share some of their thoughts even now, or if they'd like to be a part of this and maybe volunteer on a committee to help develop this project, how can they get a hold of someone like that?
Absolutely. We mentioned social media, especially in the paper article, about how we're going to leverage that. There's a lot of reasons why. For one thing, it's inexpensive to actually get people's opinion. So we have our Facebook page. We'll have a Twitter following. Our website, www.steelewellness.org, will be a primary place where we're going to give information.
Good.
Now, on that website is an email address where
Okay.
people can contact us directly. It's admin@steelewellness.org. And to be honest, not everybody's into social media, so sometimes the easiest thing to do is just give us a call.
Okay, good.
And the phone number you can reach us at is 507-213-4239.
Peng, Mike, it's been fantastic meeting you today.
Yeah.
Good luck on this endeavor. I know we'll be hearing more about it here on the
Yeah.
Owatonna Today Show, so make sure you stay tuned, listen, check out our Facebook page, their Facebook page. It's all good. We'll be right back with the Owatonna Today Show.
I'm Diane Wilson of Profinium Financial, the bank that helps you achieve your financial dreams. Profinium Financial is proud to be a supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, I'm Rick Smith, Golf Course Superintendent of the Brooktree Golf Course. Brooktree is an 18-hole championship golf course featuring well-manicured greens, tees, and fairways. We are open to the public. I challenge you to find a better maintained golf course for the money we charge here at Brooktree. Come on out and play Brooktree, a great golf course.
Hi, I'm Dr. Gina Wendricks, audiologist for Mayo Clinic Health System in Owatonna. I provide comprehensive audiology care for your entire family. This includes full diagnostic, speech and hearing evaluation services, and treating people of all ages with hearing loss, tinnitus, dizziness, and balance disorders. We offer a full line of hearing aids that I can custom fit and repair. To schedule an appointment with me, please call 451-1120. I look forward to meeting with you.
Hi, I'm Brenda with the Mortgage Office of Brenda Bednar, aligned with American Mortgage and Equity Consultants, where closings feel right from the beginning. I'm a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, I'm Glenn Mager.
And I'm Tim Thomas of the Brick Mager Funeral Home, and we're proud to serve the Medford and Owatonna areas with cremation and traditional funeral services.
And we're proud to be a part of the Owatonna Today Show.
it's Leanne on the go for the Owatonna Today Show, and I am out here in front of the Steele County Administration Building with the Steele County Area Transit Bus, or the SCAT bus, and I have some county employees here with me, and I'm going to zoom in, and I will let you each identify yourselves and what your particular job position is here with Steele County.
Hi there, I'm Melinda Skalicky, and I am the transit coordinator with Steele County Area Transit, and I work out of the Human Services Department.
Okay, and next we have...
Good morning, I'm Doug Warner, and I work for Cavalier Coaches, and we're the third-party contractor for Steele County, and we run the SCAT system.
Okay, terrific. And one last person.
Good morning, I'm Charity Floan, I'm the Director of Human Services for Steele County.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us today on the Owatonna Today Show. And we're here for a particular person because there are some changes coming to the Steele County public transportation system, or the SCAT bus. And Melinda, we will start with you. Tell us what's going to be happening here with SCAT.
All right, we are really excited to be introducing route service in the city of Owatonna. So starting on September 4th, we'll have one bus that's dedicated to running a continuous loop around the city of Owatonna. It'll take 1 hour, and we have 15 set stops on that loop. So we're really excited to try to be able to help more people and have consistent service available.
Okay, describe to our viewers what the current system is with the SCAT bus transportation system.
Sure. Presently we have 3 buses in service. Today they're all running dial-a-ride service. So we have buses available from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. And when you need a ride on the bus, you need to call our number, which is 451-7777, and arrange for a ride. We ask that people call ahead 24 hours in advance to schedule that ride. And then depending on our current availability, we may not be able to offer that ride. So we're hoping to provide a service that's more stable and consistent and available. So the route should answer that need in town, at least in the city of Owatonna. So we're really excited we'll have more service available for people.
Okay, and Charity, this question is for you. Why did you decide to go with, you will be keeping the dial-a-ride service, correct?
Yes, dial-a-ride will continue, and we're just adding a fixed route into the mix.
Okay, and explain in a little more detail why you decided that you would try this fixed route.
Well, we are interested in increasing the number of riders that are participating in the SCAT bus. We want to make sure we're reaching the broader community. I think there's a misconception that people believe that the SCAT bus is for elderly and disabled only, when in fact it is public transit. It's available to anyone and everyone who's interested in riding. So we thought the fixed route would help establish that availability for folks.
This fixed route is actually going to be starting next week. So Melinda, when will the fixed route system go into place?
On September 4th is our first day of service, and then to help people get accustomed to the new route, we're also going to allow that service for free for the first 2 weeks. So from September 4th through September 18th, you can ride on the route bus for free. And that service is from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. So we'll still have dial-a-ride service during those hours, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and also on the weekends we'll have dial-a-ride service as we do today.
Okay.
So the route is Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Okay, but the fixed route will not be running on Saturday or Sunday.
Correct. That is correct.
All right. So Doug, let's flip over to you here. And how is this going to change things for you?
Well, for one thing, that we're taking, we had 3 dial-a-ride buses, and now we'll have essentially just have 2. So we've had to kind of we're going to have to adapt. I think we've along with Melinda and Charity and the committees that we've had, I think we've done a good job of doing our homework. We've tried this before. We tried this back in the late 80s, early 90s, and it was more retail based, and now it's, I think, more on a need basis. So I'm thinking we're gonna have pretty good success with it, and for us it just means adapting, and that's what we do. So we'll be able to do that, no problem.
Okay. Melinda, the fixed service though now, it will pick you up from point to point that's already on the fixed bus route. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yep. We're doing a circle around the city of Owatonna. Again, there's 15 set stops. we're, like for instance, right across the street we're stopping at Public Health, and that's to serve the West Hills campus. We have stops at Cashwise, Walmart, Hy-Vee, so we're hitting the grocery store needs. We are also stopping at several housing areas around the community, so we've got some stops on the north side of town with some apartment conglomerations, and then also on the south side of town where there's some higher living or housing developments. And then also out at the clinic. So we really wanted to focus on those essential needs, so housing, food, medical care for people.
Okay, but just so that people understand, if you take the fixed route bus, that bus will drop you off at another point on its route, but it will not take you home.
Correct, yes. It's going to stay on the route. We will be offering a service on the route called deviated service, which means if you live within 3 blocks of the route and are physically unable to get to the nearest bus stop, you can call ahead, preferably that 24 hours again, up to at least an hour, and then the driver will be able to deviate from the route to pick you up, and then they'll go right back onto the route where they left off. But we need to make sure everybody's aware that this service will operate the same as a bus stop. So if you arrange that deviation and you're not outside waiting, the bus will not be able to stop and wait because they have to stay on their schedule.
And then tell us what the cost will be. Well, actually, tell us what the cost is currently for the dial-a-ride, and then what the cost will be for the fixed route bus.
Sure. We offer pre-sold tickets at a discounted rate for the bus. In the city of Owatonna, you can buy a ticket for one ride for $1.75. Our county ride service is $2.50. Since the route's only in Owatonna, that's still going to be $1.75 for a prepaid ticket. If you don't have a ticket, you can get on the bus for $2 cash, and that will be the same. But we're also offering for the route only a better discount, which you can buy tickets in bulk for 20 tickets for $30, which equals $1.50 a ride. And so that'll be a new green ticket, and that's only for the route.
That is really an extremely inexpensive cost for transportation to get you from point A to point B here, not only in Steele County, but also in Owatonna itself.
Yes.
Cool. All right, so now that we've clarified all of that, let's hop on the bus. We'll drive around and point out a few of the fixed stops that are being planned for the fixed bus route.
Sure. Okay.
And right here is one of the stops that the fixed bus route will be taking, and we're actually here, if you can see through, there we go, a little bit of Walmart. Melinda, describe where the bus stop will be out here in the Walmart complex area.
Out at Walmart, we're going to be on the west side of the building, right by the garden center, which is where you might be able to kind of see where we are right now.
Okay.
And that was an attempt to accommodate passengers that will be coming from Walmart and from the mini mall that is just to the west of Walmart.
Okay, great. All right, let's go on to our next stop. And then another stop will be out at the Owatonna Hospital and the Owatonna Clinic facility, Melinda, and kind of describe where you think the bus stop will be here.
Okay, out at the Owatonna Healthcare Campus, we're going to be stopping by the hospital entrance, and that decision was made because there's a lot more vehicle traffic at the Owatonna Clinic door, and because it's a short distance, the staff at both the hospital and the clinic and the SCAT program decided that this would be a better option. The hospital will allow people to have that covered doorway when they're waiting for the bus, and then as soon as they see the bus pull up, they can come out to the stop here.
Okay, perfect. All right, on to our next stop. And the last stop that we have time for today is at one of our local grocery stores out at Hy-Vee. And Melinda, tell us about this. And then also let us know then, read off the list again of the total of the 15 stops the bus will be taking.
Sure. Out at Hy-Vee here, we'll be stopping by the deli section. off to the southwest side of the parking lot. The full list of stops will be starting at Colonial Manor. We have Owatonna Hospital, Skyline Gardens, the Workforce Center. We have a stop at 3rd Avenue and 28th Street Northeast. We'll be stopping just outside of St. Paul Place up by the junior high. At Cedar Valley Services on the north lot, which is a public spot. We're then stopping at the Owatonna Public Library, the Owatonna Community Ed Building on McKinley Street, Cedar Place Apartments on the south side of town, then we'll come up here to Hy-Vee. We'll be stopping behind Applebee's and the American in that lot there. And then for the West Hills facility, we'll be stopping in the public health parking lot, and then at Cashwise and Walmart.
So there you go, everyone. This is the new fixed route for the SCAT bus, and I'd like to thank Melinda and Charity and Doug over there driving the bus. Thank you so much for coming on the Owatonna Today Show, and everybody, get on the bus. It's the green way to go.
Right, thank you.
Hi, I'm Mike.
And I'm Jake with Napa Auto Parts.
Napa has the know-how for all your automotive needs.
Napa is a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
It's a beautiful night. What are you guys going to be doing tonight?
Well, I figured Jess and I are going to hang out for a little while. We're going to head down maybe to Mineral Springs and go frisbee golfing. And then I figured we grab a bite to eat and then go hit the late show at the movie theater.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, I figured I'd be back around 11:30.
Okay. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people.
Mom would freak if she ever knew that I was really going down to the park to drink with some guys and smoke some weed. And then after that, we're going to Jess's house to party with some more guys. Oh my goodness, she's going to freak if she ever finds out. But it won't matter. She won't find out. We're going to have a blast.
So who are you going to meet down at Mineral Springs?
Well, Jess and I are going to go down together, and then maybe we'll meet up with the guys.
Which guys?
Alex and Jacob.
That's Alex Johnson and Jacob
Smith.
Okay, I'm not sure that I've met Jacob Smith yet. His parents are who?
Marcy and Dan Smith.
Okay. And I thought that Alex was grounded.
Well, I think that he just got a...
Hi, I'm Jan Hansen, and I am at A+ So and Back, the fun place to be. We are proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
And we're back at the Owatonna Today Show. Make sure you find out when the SCAT bus is available for you to take you around town. The Steele County Historical Society is offering new children's programs. We talked a little bit about their first trip taking to the 1800s, where they're going to meet a station master, mailman, and a railroad conductor. Get a ticket, put on a costume, and portray one of the people using the railroad during this era. And if you need to meet at the History Center at 6:30 on Tuesday, September 6th, where the station master will take you around. Also, there's the History Detectives Club, which meets every Thursday at 10:30 a.m. in the History Center. Preschool children will experience history through songs, games, and crafts. These sessions are free to the public. If you want more information regarding that, contact Laura Ressler. She's the director at the Steele County Historical Society. You can reach her at 507-451-1420. It's a lot of fun going on at the Steele County Historical Society for you and your kids. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook, where you can like us this week. On Wednesday, we'll be pulling off 2 people to win a pair of tickets each to the Minnesota Renaissance Festival, and we'll see you next week on Wednesday. Thanks so much, and have a great day.